I'm supposed to be reading audiobooks. But what am I doing? Buying another physical book. My body, I've been doing this to myself, and I'm just having all the 5-star feelings all over again. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I've missed you so much. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing if audiobooks actually help you finish more books. So, you know there's a phenomenon. You know that it's just a big problem. I always start books and I don't finish them. I don't finish them fast enough. I don't finish some of them at all. That is the origin of all our DNFs. All of just like the books that kind of just got laid to the side and then you forget about them and then you just never actually finish them. So I'm going to be reading physical books and then I'm going to be reading audiobooks and seeing which one actually gets me to read more. And that's the idea. I'm actually really excited about this. I've been toying with the idea of kind of doing like a spin-off of my Kindle video because I really liked testing that, and it was like really fun. It was just like a question in my mind, and this is just another question for me. So I really just set out to finish the most books I can this year and enjoy them, obviously, but I want to get books done, and I do not want to keep DNFing because that is honestly like the biggest reason I've been in reading slumps. DNFs. How it works, I'm going to be reading 2 days physical books, seeing how much I can finish in those 2 days. Then there's going to be a middle day. That day I'm going to start the morning off reading a physical book, and then I'm going to continue that book in the afternoon, evening, whatever, via audiobook. And then we're gonna transition into our 2 days reading on our audiobooks, or I guess listening to our audiobooks. This is also the busiest week I'm gonna have in honestly a really long time. I have things going on every single day this week, especially my audiobook section kind of days. So we're just going to take my busy schedule and implement the reading and see which one really sticks, because I want it to simulate just real life, and what better time to do it than when I actually just don't have the time to just sit down and read like anything all day for as long as I want. I have already started a physical book for our little portion, whatever. You've already seen those clips, or you're about to see those clips. I bought a couple new books, but those books won't get here until maybe like later tonight or tomorrow. And I wanted to start our challenge today, so I am starting a different book on my TBR, which is a reread, which is The Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This fantasy book was my first ever fantasy book. I've only ever had good things to say about this. I only have good memories of this book. And I've been like, had my eye on it on my shelves for a really long time. So I put it on my April TBR if you watched that video, and now we are finally getting to it since it's already on my shelf. It's already here. It's a physical book. I'm on page 38. I read it while I was on the way to the hair salon and in the hair salon. I didn't like get that much into it, but I did get 40 pages in, so that's pretty good. That's like this much into the book. Do I have like any ideas that I'll finish it? It's like 450-ish pages, so I've been really enjoying my reread. I'm like not too much of like an official rereader. I do reread books when I'm like bored, or like usually when I'm slumping. I have like started it from the very beginning and actually been really enjoying it. I feel like it was long ago enough that I don't remember it like word for word. Like I can't recite every single thing that's gonna happen or most of the details. I do know like how it's gonna end and all this stuff and like these big character plots and like who I was rooting for when I started the book and all the thoughts I had when I had started it the first time. Coming back to it now, I get to kind of see it like from a different perspective and step back because I know how it ends, so I can really pay attention and like see things that I missed last time I was reading it. I've been really enjoying it. I still love it as much as I did before, and that was like kind of my first thought when I had picked it up again. I was like, wow, this is actually still as good, and it wasn't just a 2023 book talk trend kind of read. Like this is genuinely a really great book. If you haven't read Six of Crows, basically it's about like this cast of 6 crows, but they're like okay, I'll read you the back. Rotterdam, a bustling hub of international trade where anything can be had for the right price. And no one knows that better than the criminal prodigy Kaz Breaker. Kaz is offered a chance at a deadly heist that can make him rich beyond his wildest dreams, but he can't pull it off alone. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy known as the Wraith, a heartrender using her magic to survive the slums, a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. Kaz's crew are the only ones who might stand between the world and destruction if they don't kill each other first. It's about a band of characters, and I will eat that up every single time. Every single time a band of characters for a fantasy book is involved, I'm there. Every single time. I don't care. And this book, these characters, I love them the most. They were the blueprint for me. In so many books, I look for these characters. I might put like a pin in it when my new books come because I do really want to get to those books. I don't know. I have already read 40 pages today, which is pretty good progress for me, I feel like, especially since I've been moving around a lot. It is 2:15-ish, 2:30. I have to leave my house at 4:30, get ready at like 3:20. So I don't have the most time just to sit around and read. I'm going to this wedding, and honestly, I do have plans to sit and bring my book with me and try to find a place where they'll let me read it. Anyways, yeah, let's get started and subscribe. You know what I always forget? That these people are 17. Like, I always forget that Kaz Breaker, like this mastermind spy, was a 17-year-old kid. But also, one thing that I love about these books, like especially just the characters, their dynamics are my favorite part. Like Inez and Kaz, I forgot how much I ate it up. Like, it's still as good. Everything is still as good. It all hits the same, maybe even better now rereading it and like really appreciating it. I'm obsessed with this. Like, I'm so obsessed with this book. I want to give you guys a little bit of an update since we've come to the end of the night. It is still Saturday, so still day one, and I want to tell you how much I read today. Also, I just opened some new books, and I only realized I should probably record this after I open them, but I'm going to show them to you regardless. We're going to do a little bit of a mini book haul. First, let's talk about this book. I finished off the night at page 555, which isn't like that crazy into it, but I am glad that I read some. Honestly, from the last time I talked to you, I guess I read like 15-ish pages. I tried to read at the wedding, which didn't go over well. Everybody was like, are you seriously reading right now? And I was trying not to look rude. I did get 50 pages in, and I have been really enjoying it. Like I said in the beginning, and like I've been saying honestly throughout this entire video, I love this reread. I love this book. I still love this book as much as I loved the book before. I've just been having the most fun. We're still kind of getting into the part where he has to find out like what the deal is and decide if he wants to do the heist and all this stuff. And at first I couldn't really remember what we were like going towards. Like I was like, wait, where is this like all going? I don't even remember these first couple of chapters, but now I understand, and I like that there's still that like surprise element, and I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. So I've been having a lot of fun with that, and I do think I got like a pretty good amount in today. I don't always read even 50 pages in a day. Now let's talk about the books I just opened. I have my boxes. I have the boxes right here. These are the 3 books I got. Excited. I've been wanting to get some new physical books for a really long time. I just haven't picked up any books. Like, I haven't bought books, and I feel like rejuvenated. Like, I've gotten my spark back. First, I got Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. This is a Reese's book club book. I know it's supposed to be just about like Eleanor, who feels like she's out of the social norm. She's like awkward, and she's supposed to always be okay. And then she meets like this IT guy, and he kind of like introduces her to like a new version of herself, and she tries to be more outgoing. It just sounded like really relatable, and like I could see parts of myself in this character. The only reason I hadn't picked it up before was because I was like, oh my god, this looks like something I would read in school. I don't want to read this book, and I've honestly put it off for years because I've seen it for years, and it's just been in like the circuit for years, and I've always just been like, yeah, I'm not ever gonna read that, but I do want to read it, and I picked it up, and I'm so happy. Hopefully we can get to that soon. Then we have Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. I read Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. Still cry when I think about that book. Still cry when I listen to Dolly Parton songs because of that book, and I really loved Coco Mellors' writing style. This is a story, I guess it's like a play on Frankenstein, obviously, but it's supposed to be like a really toxic marriage, and it's like very like fast-paced relationship that like escalates. I don't know, I like that trope. Like, it's a lot of fun for me. It kind of feels like drama filled, the way that they're destroying each other. It's just fascinating. Like, it's like addictive. I thought this book was a calm 200 pages. I thought it was, but it's like 319. It's still not long. It feels thicker than it is. Also, like, I don't know where this came from. This one has like a little like elongated piece, but you can't even like really tell. But I don't know, like the way this book is created, I'm so confused. Then we have Loved One by Aisha Muharrar. This book, eyes on for the longest time. I guess it's about two girls and their relationship because they are both grieving the same person. One used to be in a relationship with him or used to have history with him, and one was currently in a relationship with him or about to get married or whatever. I'm honestly just really intrigued. It's also such a beautiful book and I've been wanting to get my hands on it for the longest time. So these are some of my top most anticipated books to just pick up. I'm so glad they're finally on my shelves. I honestly could start crying right now. I'm gonna add them to my book inventory list that I have in my notes app of just every book I have on my shelves. I have to find a place to put them. Honestly, that's a problem for tomorrow because I really don't know. I might read a little bit of Six of Crows tonight before I go to sleep. I don't think that's actually gonna happen. I would like to think that maybe I could actually get it done. So those are my plans. I have some new physical books that I'm like really excited to get into. I don't know. I think tomorrow I'll still be reading Six of Crows because I was gonna just put a pin in whatever I read today and pick up one of these books, but I'm officially really intrigued with Six of Crows and I don't want to just stop reading it. I think we're gonna finish the reread, see what happens after that. My goal for this video honestly is to finish books, and I want to finish like 3 books, which honestly doesn't sound that like realistic to me, but maybe the audiobooks will help. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen honestly, but I'm hoping that I can finish at least 3 books, probably 2 books, but hopefully 3 books. First, my dad wanted a coffee. It's called like Rise or something. I've never heard of this, but apparently he wanted like a pack of coffee. Found it. If I see a spider, I'm gonna cry. So I have been reading since this morning. Honestly, I've been like flying through this book. I'm on page 140. I don't have a bookmark in this book and it refuses to just stay still, but I think I'm around like 142, 143. And honestly, I like picked it up this morning, 50 pages, woke up pretty early. It was like the first thing on my mind. So I've been so excited to read it and it feels like so anticipated even though I've already read the book. I've just been really enjoying it. Like, I have all the reactions. I'm loving it. I still love Inej and Kaz. We've seen a character, Matthias. His introduction to the book was already interesting to begin with. His entire story arc is one of my favorite parts of the series. So getting to see him again and see him initially hate Nina, it hit the same. It still hits. And I think I said all of this already and I sound like a broken record, but like, I have just been loving this book. I've been flying through this book. Yesterday I ended off at like page like 55 or something. Today read it in the morning, went out, came back, keep reading it. Have just been picking it up and like choosing it over my phone and all this stuff because I've just been really enjoying it and like picking it up. I really love the cover. I don't know if it's like nostalgia. I don't really know what it is, but like, I love the feel of this book. I'm like this much in. I think I've been making some good progress. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I hope I can like get almost like halfway through today because I do think that's possible, especially with the rate I've been going at. And I don't have other stuff to do. Well, I do. I have to study for the SATs, but this just feels more important. And I'm having the most fun, and it's like so warm outside. I'm wearing the same tank top I wear literally in every single video. I only like wear it because I'm obsessed with it. It's from Aritzia. If you want, I can give you guys a link in my description, which I might just put that in the little bio box. But we're gonna keep reading. I think I do have to go inside because I know my sister has been calling me for like a minute. I think she wants me to help her with something. I don't know if I was thinking audiobooks would win. Did I even tell you what I think is gonna win? I think audiobooks are gonna lose this, and I'm not gonna rig or anything. I'm gonna give it the best shot it's got. Honestly, if it works, it works. But I think physical books. An airplane. Anyways, I think physical books just might be the better option. That's just my prediction, but I do think my physical books are gonna win, at least for me. I'll talk to you when I have something interesting to say. Imagine Cass. OG Yearning. I can't tell you how good it is. It's so good. It is so amazing. Like, wow, I could cry. One thing I really admire about this book is how action-packed it is super early on. Like, I feel like sometimes fantasy books will really drag out the beginning, especially because this is the first book in a duology. So like they'll really drag out the world building, all this stuff. But for this universe, it just feels like you kind of walk in and we're already at the beginning of so many different climaxes. A lot is already happening and it doesn't feel like just filler stuff until we actually get to the high point of the story. Like the story is in full effect right now, and I just been really liking it. Like I'm really enjoying the pacing of the book and the structure of the book and how you can already see the character building and like the character dynamics, I guess, this early on. On my way home from practice, see a Barnes & Noble at the same Chick-fil-A I went to, stopped in the Barnes & Noble for another physical book, even though I am on the hunt currently for some audiobooks. I'm supposed to be reading audiobooks, but what am I doing? Buying another physical book. I'll update you guys when I get home. But right now, let me just have fun. Let's vibe. And my hair is sick. Oh my god. Hola, guess who is home? I want to talk to you guys, give you guys a little bit of an update. I don't think I've talked to you since like Sunday night. It's Tuesday after school. It's like 8 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock. No, it's not. It's like 7 o'clock. Sun is sitting at 8. It's like 80 degrees. Nicest day ever, but I need to give you guys an update on this challenge. So Monday was just a really busy day. Monday was supposed to be my split day. I was supposed to read on like physical books in the morning and then listen to an audiobook in the afternoon. That did not happen. A lot of editing need to get done. I had a game. I had a lot of stuff going on. It just was not in the cards. I didn't listen to anything. I just went home, did all the stuff I need to do. Woke up this morning. Super beautiful day today. I was supposed to be reading on my audiobook today, and I thought I was like berating myself because like, okay, like I should have been reading on my audiobook, but I feel like that is the important stuff that I need to report to really understand the challenge and so we can have all the data to really come to a conclusion. I wanted to read on an audiobook, but in the morning my AirPods were dead, and I was like, I only have time right now. On the bus on my way to school, I was like, okay, so I don't have my AirPods. You know what I did have? This. So I was like, I have been obsessed. I don't know, this story has just been pulling me in. It's almost better than the first time. And I knew that, like, it was something I could tell from the beginning, but like, I am so sucked into this. I also want to read the second one and just finish the duology, and I'm dreading finishing it again. Like, why did I even do this to myself? And I'm just having all the 5-star feelings all over again. I picked this up because I had it and my AirPods were dead. So I was like, okay. So that's a point in this direction, because I'm like, okay, well, it's easier. So I picked it up. I started yesterday, so not today. Today is Tuesday. Monday, I started on page 165. I had read 110 pages Sunday night. So 165. Today I opened the book, I was on like 190. So I guess we'll say that's about 30 pages. What is that, like 25? I had classes where I had time. And in my school, I'm not allowed to have my AirPods. So I'm like, okay, audiobook is not gonna happen. I can't listen to an audiobook, but you do know what I can do? Read my physical book. So I was like, okay, I'll read it. And I read it and I was so obsessed with it, and I was like so enthralled. I was like finding little reasons to pick it up. I'm on page 260. So today I have read 70 pages in between all the stuff I had to do, and it's all physical pages in physical book. And I'm kicking myself because I didn't take the extra measures it took to get my audiobook stuff ready, but I had this on the ready and it was easy for me to pick up, and it was something that I was doing. And I was like, wait, that's the point. Literally today, also, just to add to it, I had some time. I was doing some stuff after school. I got some food. Then I saw Barnes & Noble and I was like, a physical book? Obsessed. Drawed me immediately. Went book shopping, touched a bunch of physical books, looked at them, blah, blah, blah. It was just like, it was what I was gravitating towards. So I'm going to take the measure. I was gonna see, and I still might, I don't really know. I was gonna like read a different book, audiobook way, because I was like, okay, like I don't really want to waste my 1 credit on this, but I don't want to put this down. And if I put a different book on my audiobook, I'm gonna be like, I want to read this, I want to read this, I want to read this, I want to read this. And I'm gonna put it down so I can start reading this. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy this on my audiobook with my last credit, listen to it, see how far I can get into it. As of late, I've read 260 pages and it's all been physical, and even cutting into the day where it's supposed to be audio. So those are my stats right now. That's what's happening. I'm like, oh, I need to be picking up an audiobook, but it's so much harder, and I love my physical books. Also, I'm trying to figure out if it's cheating, because audiobook, you have like, because I'm using Audible, right? And there's an option where you can listen to 2x speed and 3x speed, but I don't really retain information that way. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to listen to it on the regular speed just to give myself like figure out even ground. That's what's happening. That's my only update. That's all I want to tell you. That's where we've been for the past 2 days. Not looking good for our audio listeners, but I'm going to try it. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys when I talk to you.
Love how my only clips of my audiobook listening is blurry, but to sum it up, basically I started this book because I thought that I would like it, but then I caved and just bought 6 of Crows and started off from there.
Okay, so I've been like kind of on the verge of like falling asleep. And as I had my eyes closed, I was reading, or like I was listening to this book. And I was on page 260, so I got back to my mark on the book, on the audiobook. I'm listening to it and I've gotten 18 minutes in. I was like, okay, like maybe I'm close to done with this chapter. You know, I was like, in 20 minutes, I probably made some good progress. I am 6 pages from where I was before. Like in 20 minutes, this is how much I've read, which is interesting to me. Like, I don't know why I thought I would be reading a lot more just because I was listening to it. If anything, it feels like I could have read more if I was just reading it. I'm like, wow, it's been 20 minutes and I've like only read 6 pages. But also, I don't know, maybe I don't know, would it have taken me 20 minutes? At least I can still listen because I'm listening to the book, rather than like having to keep my eyes open. I don't know. I like honest want to give it a shot, but really am not enjoying my audiobook listen. I don't mind it because I like the voices for most of the characters except for Kaz's voice. I hate that voice actor. But like other than that, I like the voices. I just like, I'm not really enjoying it. Like I would much rather just be reading the book. But I'm just gonna keep trying because I barely give it a shot. Like I've been doing this for 20 minutes. So I'm reading and I'm listening to the audiobook, right? And I get there and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to like follow along. And then I realize I get to the end of the page in the next chapter and the audiobook is like 3 paragraphs up.
I'm like, wow, like we could be moving a lot faster, because I did listen to it 45 minutes this morning, and then I've been listening to it for like maybe like 5 minutes right now, and like I've gotten 2 chapters through that, but it's been like, what, it took me like an hour to do that, almost an hour. We could have been moving a lot faster. So I don't know if I'm like actually just gonna put the audiobook down. I've been liking it. Like the voice actors have grown on me, especially Kaz. Listening to Kaz's perspective through voice acting is like really, really fun. But I would rather just read my book in general. I don't know. That's like my actual honest opinion. Like I'm not rigging or anything. Like those are actually, wow, I feel so like experimental. I don't know. I'm gonna continue this. Maybe I'll keep listening to this when I get home and just pick up the physical book right now. Okay guys, let's talk. My hair is a mess. I got home from my game, but I want to do a little bit more of like you can't even see me, a quick update. See me, I was recording like in my gym class, and I was reading, and I think I had like, I want to say max 30 minutes to read, like not even 30 minutes, right? So this morning I opened this book at chapter 21, and with a 45-minute bus ride, I listened to the audiobook up until about chapter 23. I stopped the audiobook at chapter 24. In the 20-30 minutes I read on my own without the audiobook, I got to chapter 28. Maybe I should, let me check. Maybe like the page count is different. Okay, so I was prepared to say like there was a really drastic difference, but actually I only read 7 more pages well, to be fair, I also had 10 less minutes. 30 minutes, I read 37 pages physically. In 45 minutes, I listened to 30 pages. Is that different? I guess a little bit, because there's an extra 15 minutes, first of all, and I got farther with less time. It's kind of a close call, and I feel like audiobook listeners, if you have time to listen to the audiobook and be like diligent with it, then I think that you could have maybe like a similar pace to what you're reading physically. But for me especially, I can't have my AirPods during school. I can't have my AirPods on most times of the day. Car rides, all this stuff, it's not always in the car, so I can just like put everything down and just listen to an audiobook in my headphones. So a lot of the time I can always pick up a book. It's easier for this to get done, but time wise, if I give it a fair shot, it's not that far, but it is 15 minutes. And like, so it's different. So that right now my physical book has just been taking the cake. Today is my last day of listening to my audiobook. I will continue to listen to audiobook after this video is over, after this experiment is over, because I've been really having a lot of fun with it. But today I'm gonna put on my audiobook, start editing some stuff, do my homework, and listen while I do that, and see if maybe we'll surpass whatever I've read physically. I have to close this door. Hello guys, we're doing another MacBook ending for this video. I'm going to try my very, very hardest to give you a proper recap of the days in our data, because I remember it loosely. Like I remember it in a sense, I guess. I did write some of it down in my notes app. When did I start this video? I started our challenge Saturday. We started with the physical books. I started reading The Six of Crows. Obviously, I entered the book 54 pages that day. I went to a wedding, a lot was going on, but in that time I had gotten 54 pages into it. I was really liking the book. The next day, I was flying through the book, so that was Sunday. I actually did have some stuff to do that day too, but I incorporated the reading throughout it. We were reading outside, we were having some fun. That day, I think I read 150 pages, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. Monday came around. Monday was a super busy day. I was listening to my audiobook, or I was supposed to be starting my audiobook physical book joint day. I was supposed to read my physical book in the morning, listen to my audiobook in the afternoon. What happened was, so much stuff got on. I didn't do anything, maybe read a little bit of my physical book that day, and I think I had gotten like nothing more than 20 pages that day, but it was physical and I didn't get much of my audiobook. And I am gonna fact check myself because I might be lying. Then Tuesday rolled around. This is my first official audiobook day. I was supposed to be completely listening to audiobooks. I woke up, my AirPods were dead. I was rushing out the house and I didn't have any audiobook listening, anything. I didn't have my headphones. So I had my physical book and I read on my physical book. So I was reading my physical book. Then I went book shopping after school. I went book shopping, obviously, for physical books. So it was a very predominantly physical book day, though I did try to incorporate some of my audiobook in later that night. I listened to, I'm not gonna lie, I think I listened maybe 15-ish minutes, like somewhere around there. And then I fell asleep listening to that. And I tried some different books. I was trying to read The First Witches Club, which is an audiobook I've just been listening to for a long time, but I was getting cringed out, so I started Six of Crows. So maybe in total I listened to 15 minutes. Tuesday, which is our last day of the experiment, I was meant to be doing audiobooks again. I did do a a lot of audiobook listening. I had a lot of fun with the audiobook. I was really enjoying it. I was listening to it everywhere I could. And I think if I'm right, I can check my Audible app right now. 45 minutes ish, maybe like an hour of the audiobook, which was pretty good. I don't know how far I got into it. All I know is I got to chapter 30. I think it's a close call, and I think it's really dependent on you as a person and how long you take to read and how long you take to, I guess, listen, and like the effort that you'll put into having that be accessible to you. For me, in my lifestyle, honestly, my AirPods are not my go-to every single day. I try not to leave the house without them, but honestly, they're kind of like a music and nothing else kind of deal. Physical books are much more integrated in my life and much more useful to me. So for me, personally, in my experience, physical books won us out this time. My Kindle won last time. So I'm happy we have some variety with these challenges. Tell me if you like these. Tell me if you have any more ideas for me. I've been trying to think of some ideas, and I have one that I'm very excited about, but tell me if you have more. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, but God loves you so much more, and I hope and I pray that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.